All right. Welcome back to the Wisco Wistys Spooky Week edition. Cole
Halloween.
is Cole is in character as always, minimal participation, and I'm not really doing anything either. I'm not dressing up at all. So
Yeah, that right there does it for me. It's like spot on. I'll give you that.
if you don't know who I am, this is a dual meaning because I feel like I have been dumb or dumber, but on this podcast due to a lot of hot takes, let's say. So we'll see how long this stays on my teeth. But yeah,
Quick,
welcome back to episode 10. We're in double digits now. So
we're huge. Quick Halloween, rapid fire, real quick. What is your favorite candy and then chocolate for Halloween? Candy
I don't
bar
like,
and
I only
then
like
candy.
chocolate. So I'll
Okay,
just
pick
list
one.
my top chocolates.
Just give me one quick one.
Snickers.
I
You?
am um I'm really into the Reese's Take Fives lately. Those are
Yeah, those are bomb.
awesome. And
Yeah.
I am a whore for bottle caps. I love them.
Bottle caps.
Like root beer, grape,
Oh,
cola,
yeah.
like those. I love those.
Okay. I like a good we got this pack. It's like Reese's peanut butter cups, Reese's Take Five,
Yeah, the
Hershey
Reese's Take
almond,
Fives. Ooh,
Hershey almond, a Mr. Good bar. Those are really good. It's just Hershey's and peanuts. Um, yeah, but Snickers is up there. Twix is up there for me.
love a Twix. Love a Twix.
Yeah,
Okay, just thought I'd
Twix.
ask. All right, we're gonna jump in.
Let's get some
We're
headlines.
we're gonna start with little NBA headlines because we got a lot of news that happened this week. Busy week. So,
Yeah.
um, just quick thoughts. Harden got traded to the Clippers for PJ Tucker and
No,
Harden
PJ Hart.
got
Yeah.
traded to the Clippers for Batum, Morris, Covington, bunch of picks. Really, oh, actually a lot. But any thoughts? And does that change anything that you've ever thought of at all, or is it all the same?
Yeah, it means nothing to me.
I agree. But
Why
we had
and
to
PG
talk about
can't
it.
they can't stay healthy. So I feel like, and Harden has proven that he's not reliable. So
This is true. Um, Celtics started the season off strong. Loving how they're looking.
yeah, they do look really good,
Um,
better than the
Joker
Bucks.
looks Joker looks like Joker. Dame had a great first game, like fitting. He
Mm-hmm.
hit clutch three, hit a clutch free throw, scored a ton. Second game struggled. Bucks struggled.
Yeah,
Long
I
season though.
I think we're still. I mean, it's a rookie head coach. It's going to take a little time, so probably longer than a year, honestly. But yeah, we'll see. It's a long
Yeah,
season. Chris Middleton, who knows what he's even going to be like? He's like
I
played
told you.
30 minutes all year so far, so
Hmm.
they're slowly getting him back. So we'll see.
And then just some news that happened tonight. Bob Knight died.
Yeah, that's sad.
The old coach that would throw the chairs across the
I
court.
saw that.
Not my generation, I don't think really knows about him all that much because he was kind of like leaving when I
He
was
was
coming up.
IU, I think, right?
Yeah, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Yeah, a lot of red themes, but yeah,
Mhm.
he's up there
He's a
for one of the best. So
he was a major part
college
in
coaches.
college. Yeah.
Hmm.
So R.I.P. to
Yeah,
him. He was 83.
yeah,
But that's pretty much it. Just had to just briefly go over some NBA stuff.
yeah.
Um,
Nothing too crazy.
on
The one more thing is the in season tournament starts this week. So a lot of new
already.
jerseys, a lot of
Yeah.
new, yeah, it's like the whole week in November. A lot of new courts, like different colored courts, kind of just weird stuff. I still don't really understand it. I tried looking it up. Uh everything I read was like, okay, I don't really understand this, but yeah, we'll see. Makes it a little
It's
more
just
interesting. Who knows?
it's just trying to make it more entertaining to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have a hard time believing any players are going to take it are going to care at all about it. So,
No, it's not going to be on a Hall of Fame resume. So,
yeah, that's it for NBA.
NFL now. We had the trade deadline on Tuesday. Couple
Mm-hmm.
moves. Sweat and Chase Young got traded. So Sweat went to the Bears for a second round pick, which is going to be a high second, which is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chase Young for a comp comp third, which is kind of wish the Packers would have done that because
Yeah, I mean, he's a second overall pick in his draft, wasn't he?
yeah, I mean you're taking a
Yeah,
flyer because he hasn't been healthy for 2 years, but that was an interesting move.
crazy.
Um, Rasul getting traded to the Bills threw me off. Did not see that coming at all. I know Goody
No,
talked today and he's like, it wasn't the plan. We were actually looking to add people, but it was what it was. And I was like,
for a
that,
third.
yeah, for a third, and he sucks at drafting third rounders. So I would rather just traded the third to go get Chase. But
Well, I I saw this thing. It's like, here are our cornerbacks now. Uh, Jair, Keyshawn Nixon,
Valentine, yeah,
Valentine, and Preston Smith.
who should have been traded.
Yeah, it's
I'm not. I'm
just
not.
I don't
I'm
get
not
it.
really. I'm
I
not
mean, he
happy
wasn't
with
playing
the value. He was our probably our best corner this year,
right,
and I think
which isn't saying much, but yeah,
Pro Football Focus had him rated as like one of the top 5 corners in the league,
yeah.
which is
So the
which take for that what you want. But I think I'm happy about it mentality wise, if that makes sense. If you trade away your defensive player, that's probably arguably the best one playing this year,
mhm.
and a clear voice, maybe even the leader on the defense. I don't know. That kind of sounds like we're not giving up, but that's kind of like we understand that this
The season's kind
we're
of shot.
yeah, we're in a little we know we're rebuilding, but we're getting rid of older players because we want younger players, and we know that that's growth's got to happen. So we kind of know we're stinking. I don't know. It wasn't a double down move. Trading for someone and being like, oh, we're gonna make the playoffs would be a double down move. This was kind
Right.
of like we're not giving up, obviously, but I like the mentality.
Yeah. We'll see
Um,
what it turns into, I guess.
correct. Kirk tore his Achilles Sunday against the Packers. We'll get into that in a second, the game, but I saw it immediately. I
Right.
mean,
You
me and
can
Dad were like,
see
"Oh,
it bounce
that
up
thing
his calf. Yeah.
vibrated." Yeah, I feel
And
bad.
yeah, I mean, he was playing really well this year. My thing too is like everyone shits on turf. Um,
It was on grass.
it was on, I mean, ours is like mostly grass. There's like a little bit of stuff like weaved into it, but or woven into it, I guess. I don't know
Correct.
the correct grammar there, but because I'm dumb. But uh, it you could tell right away that's what had happened, and yeah, it's a bummer. I don't really,
He's a free agent too.
yeah, I don't really know where they go after this. I don't know who their backup is, um, or if they
Well,
go
they
get
traded for
somebody.
Josh Dobbs, so that was the other thing. They traded for the Cardinals quarterback.
Oh, yeah, because Kyler Murray's back, huh?
He
Or
might not
will
be
he
back
be
this week, but I
soon?
guess I don't know. That's a whole different story because if they sit him, then they save like 40 million or whatever. But I guess he might play next week for sure. They play the
Okay.
Browns this week too. I don't know if you want him to come back against that team, but
Yeah, best defense.
yeah. So they traded for Dobbs, so they're not like punting the season, but it's very interesting because you can't. Kirk's been franchised twice already in his career, so like you cannot franchise him a third time because the number is astronomical. So are you going to sign him long term then? he's a guaranteed deal guy? Are you going to just move on, draft a quarter like, and then who picks up Kirk? It adds a lot of intrigue. And he's not coming back this year, obviously, but he should be healthy for the next season because it's like at that perfect time where he'll be, you know,
They
off
already
the.
had the surgery. I saw,
Yeah, I don't know if he's doing the Aaron immediate comeback. He's probably taking his sweet time because he should just
but
let it
yeah, it's
heal.
probably not going to be a full year.
Correct. It might be
I won't
nine
need it.
months or whatever, but
Yeah,
that's
you should be
perfect.
fine.
So that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then last or the other night, Josh McDaniels and the GM got fired,
Yeah.
which like threw me off because they didn't trade anybody and then they just canned them a year
And
and a
then
half into the regime.
they sat Jimmy G too.
Yeah, they're gonna sit Jimmy.
So everyone was like, "Oh, you got to trade Devontae. You got to trade Devontae. He's so
Which
pissed.
they
You can
should
see."
have.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, you think he's going to be better off now with a rookie quarterback and, leadership that's just in shambles? No, he's going to be even more pissed.
So I blame the owner.
Yeah. Who,
What's
who has the same haircut?
Yeah, literally Davis. He only has a team because of his dad. Good old
Yeah.
Nepo baby. And he literally, I think, was on record saying, yeah, Josh's job is guaranteed till 20 through the 2024 season. We understand it takes time. Year and a
Mm-hmm.
half in, you're out.
Yeah.
What do you expect's gonna happen? Like, I don't
They're
know.
just
It
going to
was kind
turn
of
it around
stupid to me.
somehow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
like
he felt like, oh, everyone's saying we need to do something. So here we go. We're doing something.
I
That seems
genuinely
kind of like
believe
a impulse.
I think losing to the Bears at Chicago against a undrafted Division two quarterback and then getting embarrassed on Monday Night Football on prime time
Did
swayed the
it.
decision.
Yeah.
Yes, like that happens. And then I did pick up a little nugget from Mr. Florio, PFT. He said that he talked to somebody, and it's not news. This is not reported. This person knows some people, and he's heard some things, and he thinks that with Washington trading all their people away, that Rivera's out, and everyone kind of believes that. New owner, you want to get a new coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks he's connecting dots that he could see Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels being the head coach, offense coordinator there next year.
Mm.
And the idea is they came out and said, well, we just extended Bill Belichick. Kraft said that, and like nobody knew about it like a couple weeks ago. The idea is you have to trade for Bill Belichick now. That
Mm-hmm.
was kind of like if you want him, you're going to get him. We're not just letting people have him. And they
Right.
could see that happening because he's expressed interest in coaching in the NFC East. And
Why?
um, he started out with the Giants. He wanted to coach for the Giants before too. So he's like an East Coast guy, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But
Where's he
you,
from?
I don't know where Belichick's from. That's a good question. But now you have Josh McDaniels on the market, so you just plug in a guy who already knows your team, kind of start over. And they have talent too on offense. They really do. Some solid defensive players. So just an interesting little tidbit. I don't know if it's going to happen or what, but he's from Tennessee. Interesting. But I thought I'd
Yeah,
just
that'd be
mention that.
crazy.
It would be a huge shakeup in the league. But that's headlines.
All right. Should we
Now we
look back at what is it, week 7? Recap it.
Yes. No, 8. 8. It was week 8
It was week 8. Okay.
because this is 10. Yeah.
Damn, we're cruising. I can't
Halfway
believe it.
through. Very sad. We are doing a little midway game that's coming up, so be excited. Bring that energy, baby. Um,
Me.
weekend. Well, everybody, yeah. Bring that Dumb and Dumber energy.
I
Uh,
really
weekend
hope this
recap.
comes off.
I am gonna talk about the last bullet point. We'll move that to the end segment, if that makes sense, if you follow me there. Um,
No, but just go.
the last bullet point in the weekend recap, yeah. Chiefs losing. Didn't see that coming. He hasn't lost
Right.
to Denver or on the road. Like, what the hell? There was
I
rumors that he went to the Rangers game and Kelsey did, and they were sick on Friday. So he flew out and flew back, and he wasn't. There's no pictures, but there was like active reports before the game that he's going. I couldn't
mhm,
confirm or deny it. Kind of weird though. Doesn't
right.
feel good leading up to that. Felt even worse on Saturday. And if he did go to the game, where's the slack? Like,
I I was like, oh, maybe it's because of the weather because they were supposed to get like 14 inches of
yeah,
snow, but I didn't really see it in the game. Did they? I think in the
it
stands it
snowed.
looked like it
It's
snowed, but it wasn't like it didn't affect the game that bad.
there was like zero snowfall during the game. Like it snowed all the way up, and they cleared the field, and it was just
So it was
perfect.
relatively, yeah,
It was
no,
just a little chilly,
yeah. So it's like
but they play
that.
in Kansas City. Yeah,
Maybe if it's like a blizzard game, then anything happens, right? Who knows? But yeah, that's not good. That's not
he
a
threw
game you should lose.
no, he threw some bad picks. I sent you that Instagram thing that Sims went through about like a couple of them were bad, where he's like looking and the guy's open and he's looking at the guy,
Yeah, and he just
and I'm
doesn't
like,
pull the
and he
trigger.
didn't throw the ball. And
Mm-hmm.
then he keeps saying, I'm going back to him. They're dropping. They have the most drops in the league. I'm going back. I don't know. I see a little hesitancy on that team, and that's not great going in. Got a long way to go, but that shocked me. Like, absolutely blew my mind.
Yeah,
Um, Next would be Bengals. Bengals Niners was a great game, first of all.
yeah,
The Brock Purdy prediction and what we've talked about is just totally, we sound like geniuses. We're just putting that out
right.
there.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm not dumb about so far.
Yes, we could see that one coming. They are three in a row, and they're going into their bye week, and they play the Jaguars, who are no slouch coming off the bye. So
Mm-mm.
that'll be interesting. Bengals, are they back, Mason? What do you think? I said it like a couple weeks ago, did I not? They will be
Right.
in the championship game.
Yeah, it just took him a little bit to get going. I know Burrow was working through an injury, so I think so. I mean, they look pretty good. They have the pieces. I mean, they got one of the best receivers in the game. Mixon is more than capable at running back. Joe is top five quarterback. Their defense and offensive line is always like,
They
okay,
just
can
get
they
it
can they do
done.
enough? But yeah, they figure it
Yeah.
out. I'm pissed because I fucking started Brock Purdy over Burrow.
That
Yeah,
was dumb.
but yeah, I think they're back.
Joe, when he like escaped like from four different sacks and ran out and threw a
Hmm.
dart to Higgins, I was
He's
like, oh,
he's been running for
okay.
his life all his whole NFL career, and he's getting pretty
Yeah.
fucking good at it.
I was like, damn. And I saw the thing with Kittle after the game where he's like, yeah, it's nice not to be injured. It's funny what
Hmm.
happens when you're not playing injured. And I was like, ah, okay, calf must be a little better. And
Right.
he's rifling it. So that was
Yeah.
cool to see. I enjoy when they're entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Um, we have to talk about the shit show in Green Bay though. Did you go to the game?
No, I tailgated though.
Okay.
I'm glad
Was
I
that the
didn't go to
best
the game.
was that the best part of Sunday?
Yeah, because I tailgated pretty hard and I had to take a nap during the game. And I'm glad I did because I didn't miss much. It was just
I-
like, come on.
It's
We
over.
are
Season's
off,
over.
right. Offense can't move the ball. And everyone is, I feel like it's the Spider-Man meme where you're like pointing this to this guy, or no, the office like that, you know? Everyone's
Well,
pointing
it's
at
the
everyone else.
Spider-Man. And yeah, everyone's
Yeah,
they're looking at
that's
each other
that
like,
too.
who's who?
It's like, is it Matt LaFleur's fault? Is it Jordan Love's fault? Is it all the inexperienced like weapons fault? You know, is our offensive line? Is it Aaron Jones not being fully healthy? It's like, it's
All of
all
the
of it.
above.
It's
Yeah.
all of it. But the biggest thing to me is Jordan Love just is making me really wear this costume. Like that whole
Jordan Love
Love
or game.
or yeah, I mean, we did that way too early. When was that? Week 3
Yeah, I caught your ass on a
on an up.
overreaction because I
Yeah,
knew that would happen.
that's why I don't bet that right there. Cuz I'm a moron. But yeah, he a guy on FS1, he must not be named. He's a backup, and I kind of agree with that right now. This guy I saw on Instagram said, you know, eh, you know, Aaron Rodgers had Jordy Nelson and Greg Jennings and Donald Driver. He had some more seasoned weapons when he first started, and he had a rookie Devontae. We have a bunch of rookie Devontaes, so it's like you can't really push through like someone with a big drop, and then I'm still going to pass it to him and count on him to make a big play later on in the game. And yeah, sure, that might be a little true too, but it's like I, Matt LaFleur, I've seen him say like it's tough when we get into like third and longs, we can't even get into our like play or our game plan, like what we practiced all week. I'm like, you don't have plays for third and long, or like, and we're not talking like third and 20, we're talking like third and 7, third and 8, little bit longer downs. You got to have plays for that. You're telling, like, that just proves to me that he's uh you know it has to be script, like on the script type of guy, or he doesn't know what the fuck to do. And I always go back to this. The I think it was 2 years ago, the Niners playoff loss at home. It's like freezing cold. You couldn't ask for a better, like, it's a California team coming to play at your house when it's freezing cold. Like, we should have the ultimate upper hand. First drive, we just pound the ball, move the ball. AJ Dillon runs it in for a touchdown. I was like, oh hell yeah. It's about time. We're gonna beat the Niners finally in the playoffs. Let's go. That's the only thing that we did that game. I mean, we had like a block punt and we just couldn't move the ball offensively. It's like that's because that first drive was scripted. He had every play he wanted to do, or like some version of it, and he sucks adjusting on the fly. And that quote right there told me that. What do you think about that?
I mean, you know what I think about that. I've been saying he sucks for like 3 years.
Do you agree
People are
with
just
my points
starting.
though? Like where I'm coming
Absolutely.
from? Okay,
I'm
because I was
I'm
like,
100% on the bandwagon. I
oh my
could not
god.
I couldn't have said it better. That's why I just sit here and just yeah. Because it's literally, Mason, you have no idea. I bitched and moaned because of the playoffs, but people couldn't see it then because we still had success. You're getting
Because Aaron
exposed
is
now
that good. Yeah.
because there's no hole plugger. He doesn't cover up the gaps. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I will be fair. It's not all him. He can't. The first third down. I watched it today. All the wide receivers ran out to block. No one looked to run a route. The fuck is that? So
Right.
Love goes and he's like, and then
Yeah. What am I
somehow
supposed to do?
escapes. Jones turns around, hits Jones, and what does Jones do? Off his hands, drop. So like even when we like make something out of nothing, which shouldn't have been nothing, we don't get it.
Right.
And then my other issue, like you said too, because it's all the things. Goody, I get he wants to be young and whatever, but they're veterans are veterans for a reason. And going like the Chiefs are all young on defense, but they still have Justin Reed and Chris Jones, and then they have a couple other guys. Willie Gay's been there for a while. They signed key pieces. They have Kelsey on offense, and you need some veterans around
Yeah.
to show you what to do, how to act. I've
To
been here
be the
before. A leader.
coaches when the coaches aren't there,
Yes.
right? In the
You
huddle and
and he
in the
literally
other
just
rooms.
threw kindergartners out on the field and said, "Figure it out, guys. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's your fault." And you are setting us up for failure. I saw a thing today about when Aaron first started, and then like a year, I think it started in 2009, 2010. It was like a couple of our draft picks. and Ted drafted like Jordy, Josh Sitton, TJ Lang. Like I can go 9 deep of starters that he hit within 3 years. And it was like, okay, and that helps, right? Aaron's great, but that helps.
Right.
Who are we? Josiah. What is that? Like, come on. I don't know. Christian Watson gets like 3 targets a game. We traded up for that guy. Looks great, doesn't do anything. I don't know. Tucker Kraft, where's he been all year? Musgrave, I don't even see him half the time. Jaden Reed
Yeah.
looks good, but
Hmm.
and then you have guys like Elton Jenkins who just literally run forward and miss the block. You've been here for like 6 years. How do you know who he is? And I said it to dad the other day. I was like, you know what he just did there? He goes, that's a Don Barclay. I'm like, yeah. And I fucking hated Don Barclay. It blew my mind that we even made it in the playoffs with that asshole at online.
That's so
That was a
funny.
Don Barclay. So it's atrocious. Goody said today in his press conference, he does one time a year he does it, and he said Jordan Love's future in Green Bay could hinge on a very important next 10 games. And I wanted to say, good, we're recognizing that. But you know who else's future hinges on the next 10 games? Your fucking
His.
ass, Brian Gutekunst. Yeah, because if
Yeah.
it doesn't work, you don't work.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Because that was his big move, and he's
Yeah,
just
that's his.
right now he's just absolutely whiffing.
He put his on the table and he was like, here we go. And it's about to get the hammer put down on it. And he's going to have to
Mhm.
slowly pull it back because
Yeah.
you're screwed. And I can't wait because he's a loser too. I'm out on the team.
We need
It's
Mark Murphy
frustrating.
gone too.
Yep, it'll be a couple years before he's gone. So we got to drain the pool. Got to drain the swamp, as someone
There you go.
used to say.
Hey, it's true.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's frustrating. That's all I got to
yeah,
say about that. It's tough to watch.
it is tough to watch, but I mean,
I'm
it.
rooting for Caleb.
What did you really expect? Like, did we expect them to be
I
really
thought
good
they could
this
make the
year?
playoffs at
No,
8 and 9. Like I thought we would win. Like what I thought would happen is we would have pulled out the Atlanta, the Vegas, the what was the other one
the
score game we
Broncos.
had? The Broncos, right? So you win those three. You're like, oh wow, there we have what, 2 losses then or whatever. Like we're in a great spot. And yeah, we could still finish 8 and 9 there, but it's just a couple one play here, one play there. Didn't start well. That switches it. That's all it is. I look like a jackass, but that that's fine. I can take it.
Yeah, we should both be wearing this costume.
Absolutely. Anything else from last weekend?
Um, no.
Okay. Next weekend, looking ahead real quick here, is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I'm
fucking
excited.
nuts.
I have nothing
Yes.
planned too, so I'm just gonna be enjoying it.
So first of all, we fall back this weekend.
Yeah, I
So you
thought
get
we
an
weren't
extra
doing that
hour.
anymore.
I don't know. The government doesn't even know how to figure that out, so
Oh
that's
my
great.
God.
But Dolphins and Chiefs in Germany. Like,
Mm-hmm.
can we talk? I might actually get up early. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That just sounds great.
And okay, a lot of weapons in that team, so make sure you set your lineups too, by the way.
Absolutely fantasy football all day. You have a Seahawks Ravens game, which the Seahawks are leading the division in the NFC West now.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a good team. Ravens are tough. That's
Ravens
gonna
look
be a
good.
punch your mouth, punch your face, punch you tack. Like that's gonna be tough. DK Metcalf. Like, yeah, exciting game. And then
Mm-hmm.
at 325, we get Cowboys at the Eagles. Oh yeah. Let's ride. I hope Dallas gets killed, but I love it. I always
That's a great game.
weird side note here. I'm not an Eagles fan at all. I actually think they're a bunch of assholes, like the fans. Like they're kind of a bunch of pricks.
Mm-hmm.
I always end up rooting for them because they're against Dallas or the Niners or the Chiefs. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a closet Eagles fan, I feel like, because they're
Yeah.
just like always playing teams I hate.
And I like Jalen Hurts and he's their leader. He's
Yes,
he's
I
very
like Jalen.
likable. He's like down to
Yes,
earth. He's
correct.
quiet. He's not in the light a lot. He's not
He's
very
tier one.
flashy.
Yeah,
Tier one.
yeah.
Good looking dude.
Um, and then we have the DeMar Hamlin game, the Bills at the Bengals on Sunday Night Football.
Mm.
Big game just for that emotion, and then like both
Is he
teams
even
need a
playing
win.
this year?
He's been activated for like one game, so I don't really think so. But
Yeah.
that should be a good one. I'm hoping. And then a sneaky good one is Jets Chargers on Monday night because the Chargers can't like
Chargers are going to charge her, and the Jets
yeah,
are like
and
pulling
that's
this out of their ass.
out of yeah, and the
So
defense could like just totally screw up Herbert and them. So I don't know. That
yeah,
could be a sneaky good game, I guess. But I'm excited for next week. Like really
yeah,
excited.
that could be good. Yeah, I'm excited too. I don't have anything going on. No plans at all. So Sunday's going to be a fun day.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else for next week?
No,
All
I think
right.
we're
You ready
good.
for this? Are you prepared?
No, not at all. I don't know
Okay.
any stats for some of these guys, so I just have to go based on like highlights I'm
Nah,
seeing
it's just
and just
what you
feel.
think and what you saw. Yeah.
Hmm.
This is a pure you can do it off of however you want. What we're doing right now, play along with us if you want. Mid-season award slash like superlative. And we're just gonna name some categories and you tell us that person or team or whatever that fits that mold halfway through the season. So this first 8 weeks, that's what we're going with. Um, would you like to go first? Do you want me to go first, or do you want to do a trivia question to see who goes first?
Let's do a trivia question to see who goes first.
Okay. This is for you. In Tom Brady's first season as a and Tom Brady's first Super Bowl season. Okay, let me repeat that. In Tom Brady's first Super Bowl run in the playoffs, how many passing touchdowns did he throw?
Do I get options?
I'll repeat that again. In Tom Brady's, he played 3 games, so divisional, championship, and Super Bowl.
Okay.
In his first Super Bowl run, how many touchdowns did he throw?
I just have to tell you the number, or are you going to give me, is this multiple choice?
No, take a guess.
Oh, fuck. I am
If
a
you're within one, I will give you the win.
I'm a Brady hater, so I'm hoping it's low and I'm gonna guess low. So 3 games, including the Super Bowl. His first couple Super Bowls were just Adam Vinatieri saving his ass. The Tuck rule. Uh, I'm gonna go 4.
In Tom
5.
Brady's first Super Bowl run, he threw, and I quote, with a 77 playoff rating, 1 passing touchdown. Yeah, that fucking asshole who's the GOAT threw 1 fucking touchdown to win
Oh
a
my
Super Bowl in
god.
all of the playoffs. He didn't even finish the first championship game he played. He got knocked out of injury, didn't
Right.
even score any points in it, and he threw 1 passing touchdown all playoffs.
Which game was
Would you-
it?
Um, that's a good question.
Was it the game? Wasn't Dion Branch like
Yes,
the
yes, it was. It was the game that they scored 20 points in.
and
He threw
was
1 touchdown.
Dion Branch the Super Bowl MVP or
His
something?
Super Bowl stats that year were 16 completions for 27 attempts, 59 completion percentage, 145 yards, 5.4 average, 1 touchdown, and an 86 rating.
Oh
Take
man,
that what you want.
he's the
I thought
low
that was a good one. Yeah.
he's the luckiest of all time. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. Since you
All
were not
right.
within one, I will go first. Um,
All right.
first category, MVP.
Who is
I
your mid-season MVP?
I'm gonna pick Tyreek Hill. quick explanation. I think he's been just dominant. I have him on my fantasy team, so it extra helps there. I don't think there's any quarterback that has really like ran away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think obviously this is a projection, but if they could beat the Chiefs, win the division, maybe finish a top 2 seed or something, and he breaks the NFL record in yards or whatever, he's already on pace. I think he has a great chance.
Yeah.
Who say you for yours?
I am gonna go with Christian McCaffrey. I said it a couple weeks ago, I think, but I agree with the quarterback. Like one quarterback that comes to mind, but I think it's more just because of like recent play is Lamar Jackson. He is playing
That was
really
my
well.
second choice. Yes.
Yeah, so I was gonna say him, but like mid-season right now, I say Christian McCaffrey. He's got like
Was it 17 in a row or something of a touchdown
yeah,
in every
and
game?
he's just a tank. He's got like one, two, three, four,
He's a stud.
like 13 or 14 touchdowns already.
Yeah, he's a
And
stud.
fantasy, I'm just looking at his numbers. His lowest game was like a 13, but he got hurt. And yeah, it's like he's a stud.
Okay. Next, coach of the year, midseason coach of the year. I am going with Dan Campbell of the Lions. I partially because I thought there was a lot of hype going into that team, and I think
Mm-hmm.
they've kind of answered the hype. They look pretty good. Um, and I think they have a chance to finish the year out if you look at their schedule as the 1 seed in the NFC because it's pretty fucking soft.
Yeah.
So like the Eagles and Niners and Cowboys all beat up on each other, so I think they could be the 1 seed and people be like, "Damn, Lions turn around." So go
Yeah.
Dan Campbell.
I like that. I would probably pick him too. Another one would be like Mike McDaniel, but they've kind of
I
been
thought of him
slipping.
too.
They've been slipping lately. So I'd
I thought of
give
him, but
Dan
I
the
didn't want
edge.
to
I'd say Jacksonville's too, because they are really coming into
Peterson.
their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I'll say Mike McDaniel to just make it different than yours.
I was gonna pick Mike, but I didn't think I could pick him if I have Tyreek as my MVP because it's like if you have the MVP, are you really that good of a coach and whatever.
Right.
Um, quick one here. Best rookie. I didn't. You can pick an offensive or a defensive player. Um, this was
I have
kind of
one in
hard for
mind.
me. I immediately just jumped to C.J. Stroud. Is that who you had?
CJ Stroud, but also Jordan Addison for
I
the Vikings.
correct. He looks
I
great.
mean, he's
Yeah, that's a good
if
pick.
you didn't know he was a rookie, you probably wouldn't think he is. Especially with JJ being out, he's just kind of stepping up and doing well. So
I wanted to
yeah,
say
Stroud looks
Bijan,
good.
but Bijan hasn't really
Hmm.
done much lately. So
He had a
I say
strong
Strouder.
start. Strong
Yeah,
start. So yeah, those are good rookies. Defensive ones, I couldn't tell you.
the kid from Seattle's pretty good. That cornerback, but otherwise,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
I don't know.
kind of bad class.
All right. So what's next?
Next up, we have midseason defense player of the year. Honestly,
First.
I think this was kind of easy for me. I went with, and this is going to be a draft within the next couple weeks. I've decided we can just put that out there. We're going to talk about the best athletes in all sports ever. I think that's going to be an exciting one, or in the NFL. We can do what we want.
Hmm.
I'm going with Miles Garrett.
As
Dude's
soon as
a
you said as soon as you said best athletes, I'm like, okay, he's got Miles Garrett.
yeah, because that's crazy. The guy's all
Yeah.
over the place. I mean,
He
he like
jumped
sing.
over the line to block a
I think he
kick.
won that game for them. Like
Yeah.
because of
He's
him, he
unreal.
was nuts. Uh huh.
He's
He's
dancing in the
I know
background,
he's
crossing over
crossing
the
over. It's awesome.
Yeah, he's freaking good. I agree. I'd probably say Miles Garrett.
I think other people would be like TJ Watt's kind of kicking ass again this year.
Hmm.
Micah started the season well. But I think it's Miles right now,
Yeah, I
unless we're
agree.
just
There's no
blatantly missing
one
somebody.
like Trayvon Diggs who's just like getting a million picks. No one's really doing that. So
You know who I
yeah,
think
it's
needs to get more credit though is Fred Warner in San Fran.
the
He's
linebacker.
a
He's a beast.
he's a stud. Like
Hmm.
it's Nick Bosa over there, but It should be Fred Warner, Nick, but like he's a monster.
Yeah, he's good.
Um,
Who's your
offensive
offensive
player.
player of the year?
Yeah, I have Tyreek because he would be my MVP. So I don't know. You pick someone then.
Yeah. I would probably, if I went Christian, I'd say Tyreek.
Yeah, I could. I'll probably just take Christian then.
Yeah, that's an easy one when you have two kind
AJ
of,
AJ Brown would be up there. He's kind of kicking ass right now too.
he's balling.
Yeah, so that's another one. This is where it gets good. Who who is your biggest disappointment midway through the season? It could be a like a one player, it could be a team, it could be a coach, it could be a front office, whatever you want. And I'm not going to take the Packers, everyone, because you all know I am disappointed in the team already. So we know
Yeah,
that.
it's a little biased for us to do that. So,
Yes, I'm not going to do that. Um, my disappointment, and I don't, this might just be because I expected more, obviously, is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. I
hmm
expected a lot, as you saw on the predictions episode, and I expected Kenny Pickett to look a little better, and
right,
like Pickens and Johnson and like they have guys there, Tomlin. I just expected that team not to have to like scratch and claw to win 13-10.
right.
Like it's kind of depressing to watch, and I
You'd
think they're
think
very disappointing.
we thought Pickett was going to take his sophomore,
Yeah, just a little
leap.
step.
Najee Harris, I keep seeing stuff where it's like he runs like he's wearing wet jeans.
He's like in mud.
He's
He's
people are
slow as
like, I feel
hell.
like I'm faster than him. Yeah. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, I
Watching
agree.
him and then Pacheco run, who looks like he hates the ground. Like he's
Yeah.
got the most movement ever. He's just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just like, oh my God.
They're like, you're taught no wasted movements when running. And then it's like fast forward to
Pacheco.
Pacheco and he's like unlimited wasted movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. My biggest disappointment. Oh man. I don't know. That's tough. I don't know. I agree with the Steelers. I was thinking like the Jets, 'cause there's so much hype, but then you get a an
That'd be a
injury
good one. I mean, that's just a
injury, but
natural disappointment. You're disappointed for the season. Yeah,
yeah, so I don't really know if that counts, but
it would.
I feel like it's really the Packers, even though we weren't expecting too much. So I'm not afraid to pick the Packers. And I would say the Packers team and the coach, because that's depressing and disappointing too. To realize like, well, shit, it
It's a
was Aaron who was that good. Yeah.
completely fair argument. The other one I thought about was like Bryce Young, number one pick. Kind of
Yeah.
looks like ass, even though he doesn't have help.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence didn't look very good either.
He also had a coach that wasn't a coach at that
Right.
time.
So it's like we'll give
He had
that's such
girls
a
grinding on his
dysfunctional,
crotch
yeah,
in the
urban.
bar. Yeah, staying.
I
You guys
I
go home.
saw
I'll stay.
I saw rumors that Michigan State is talking to Urban Meyer, and I'm
Oh,
like, oh
please.
fuck, here we go.
I
I don't need that. Allie, you're not
love
allowed
it.
to go. You're not allowed to
Yeah,
go to campus.
beware. Yeah.
And if you see Urban Meyer,
Um,
stay away.
that cracks me up. Let's do opposite now. Biggest surprise. Same thing, team, player, whatever.
All right.
You want to go first? Because I'm kind of in between two here.
No, you go.
Um, mine, I guess, kind of goes along with my. I don't know. I'm between two, but I'll take the Lions. I didn't expect them to be this good. That would
Obviously,
be
you
my
didn't
big
pick them to
surprise.
win.
I
Yeah.
didn't pick them to win. I thought they'd be like mid 500s, like take a step, but not that step. I
Right.
didn't think, obviously, Dan Campbell, coach of the year, so like that's a thing. But they got their ass kicked by the Baltimore Ravens, but that could be a Super Bowl team. I don't know.
hmm
So they look legit enough, like tough enough.
Yeah.
that team kind of took me off guard, and seeing them in person just rock your team, I think also has a little
Quick
thing to
10
it.
seconds. Biggest disappointment, I would say Denver Broncos. Everyone was expecting
Yeah.
the new coach coming in, Sean Payton. He can fix it. He can fix it. He talked a
Yeah,
lot of
they
shit.
look worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I would say would that'd be up there. Biggest surprise for me, I'm we talk a lot of shit about this guy, but it might just be me trying to feel empathetic for him after his torn Achilles. But Kirk Cousins,
Good one.
that was a surprise to me. I was not expecting him to. We thought they were all going to regress, right?
Correct.
You lose Thielen, who was like a go-to
He looks
receiver for
better
him.
though.
He
Yeah.
looks better. Yeah, he looks really good. Or
Second
he was
year.
really coming into his own.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I would say he's. So I was surprised to see him play so well.
I would agree. What's next? We have okay, the next two are who gets hot. We're at the halfway point. There's always a team that goes into the playoffs winning six in a row or eight in a row or whatever. And then who's doing okay or kind of winning a lot and just tanks down the stretch. The example would be Lions last year won their last seven or something out of eight. And then there's like Seattle who lost five of seven and
Mm-hmm.
squeaked into the playoffs because we couldn't win. So that would be the example. I'm gonna go with the Cincinnati Bengals get hot. I'm riding
They
that
are
wave, baby.
already are, man. They're warming
It's
up.
starting and they have a tough road. They got to play Kansas City, Buffalo. They got to go to the Ravens. Like they got games left.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe in Burrow and I think my prediction's looking damn good right now. I'm
Yeah.
liking it. I am.
I'm not
So,
jumping ship from them winning it all and him getting MVP and stuff. So
yeah, you were on the edge.
I had one foot on the edge,
Yeah,
but I didn't step up onto
you
it.
did not. I'll give you that.
I think that's a good one. They're already starting to get warm. I think I was gonna say the Ravens, but that's a tough division and they play a lot of tough teams too. But so then you said the Lions. I think the Lions could get hot again this year. Just go. I mean, look at their schedule. They play
Yep,
nobody.
yep.
If they
They played
don't go like eight and
Dallas.
two,
That's their one tough game. They could
right?
literally go like 9-1 or eight and
Yeah,
one and be
yeah.
the.
They
That's why I said
should.
they could be the one seed. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
I so
crazy.
that's my pick, just based on like their difficulty of schedule or lack thereof. Um, who do you think is going to crumble?
I think the Buffalo Bills will crumble. And it's kind of sad because I like Josh Allen, I like the team, but I'm watching them squeak by the
Giants.
Bucks and the Giants, and
Yeah,
then they like lose to the Patriots, and they play Cincinnati. They also play the Chiefs. They got to play the Dolphins again. He struggles against the Jets. Like it's not great what
yeah. They
they
go
have to deal
overseas
through.
and lose to the Jaguars. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
I just
It's like any little excuse, like, oh, they have jet lag. Okay, well, that's why they played bad. Or, oh,
I
the
love
Jets
them too.
defense was just really good. Oh, okay.
I just think it's gonna crumble
It's
like
they're a team that's like they're either gonna really get, come into their own
hot.
and do really
Yeah,
well, or they're gonna, crumble. That was the first thing that came to my mind too. So I would have to agree with that. Um, you can't really crumble if you're already disheveled. So the Packers don't really count for that.
that's true. I think another team that would be a little is every team in the NFC South. I think they're all just gonna fall downhill because they're
Well,
all
yeah,
like, who's good, who's not right now. The Saints, are they good? Are the Bucks good?
yeah,
And I think they're all just gonna go just like last
yeah.
year.
It's gonna
So
be. It's
that's
such
another
a
one.
shitty division. Probably the worst in the league.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay, mid-season
Next,
awards.
next, next week we do the best athletes or some version of that.
You want to do of all time sports or just NFL currently?
I think we can do multiple of those. So we can do like, okay, who's the best current athlete in the NFL right now, or NBA right now, or then the next one you can do like all current, active players of any sport in the world right now. You could do anything like that.
I mean, that we could do 12 of them then. That's why
That's
we
what
got
I'm
to
saying.
pick one. Yeah.
So next week we pick some sort of version of best athletes because I think that's fun because you can
Yeah.
really get down and dirty.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Look forward to that. On to fantasy.
Let's keep this
Mason
quick.
got, yeah, Mason lost again. What are you on, a 3-4 game losing streak now?
Yeah, something like that. But I
That's
was like,
tough.
I barely lost to you, and I'm still salty about that.
Four losses
Paige,
in a
just
row. You
I've got a lot of guys hurt and a lot of guys like Kirk
spe
Cousins.
Speaking of which, yeah, who do you want for quarterback now? You get a quarterback.
I gotta look and even see who's open.
There's like Derek Carr, CJ Stroud, Baker Mayfield, Heineke, Will Levis, Sam Howell, like those guys. Yeah.
Shit, is Will Levis look fucking good?
You want Will Levis?
I'll have to think about it.
Okay. You were 3-1 to start the season, and now you're 3-5. So not going
Yikes!
great. To be fair, Paige scored the most points out of everyone last week, and you would have beaten every single team except Paige.
And I feel like you've said that.
A lot.
The game that you beat me was the same shit. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
just been getting shafted.
Also, I mean, just to look at it this way, you have 13 less points for, so points scored for your team than I do, and I'm 5-3, and you're 3-5. So like
Right.
13 points.
I'm just not getting the ball's not rolling my way.
No, it sucks. It's funny though. I love it, but it
So,
sucks. Alexa lost too, which is
you're a
great.
game behind her.
I'm 1 game back. She's talking all this sauce, and the reigning champ's coming back, baby. I can't wait. I play her with the Dolphins bye week too. It's gonna be great. Not
Nice.
worried about that. Dad beat Allie. Was home last weekend, and it was, oh, I gotta beat Allie. I gotta check. I need to beat Allie. I need to get revenge on Allie. I need to get
That's
Allie. I
funny.
was like,
I
that's
love
all he
it.
could think about. Yeah. Um, my last question though is, do you think you're gonna miss the playoffs, Mason? Play Dad this weekend.
No, I have confidence.
You were in the
When
championship game last year,
when you're
correct?
so close. Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, I thought I
It was
beat
me
you.
versus you. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Which I mean that's what it should be if we're being honest. Um Dad has a chance, but he drafts weird. Um
He's leading.
I
He's 5-3, leading your division right
I know.
now, and
So
you
I'm
play
only
him this
like
week.
I'm only 2 games behind. So that's my first step towards getting there. And as we discussed already, like I'm so close. I just have to make that leap, and I think a new quarterback might just do it.
Correct. And we only this is an 8-team league, and 6 make it. So Kevin and somebody else will not make the playoffs. I play no, I don't play Kevin. Lexa plays Kevin this week, which is just sad. But
Mom,
someone, mom
sorry, mom,
maybe.
but hopefully she doesn't,
Yeah,
so I can
right now
sneak in.
you're still in because mom's out, but mom's only she's tied with you record wise, so it's right there.
Yeah,
You never know,
we'll
I
see.
guess. Yep.
All right, Betty boy.
So last week we talked about how I just want to end the curse, right? I want to start a winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
I picked the Bucks to lose to the Bills. I picked the Bills to win. Bills win. I picked the Chargers to beat the Bears. Chargers win. I just need
Easy.
my parlay to get finished with the fucking Chiefs, who haven't lost 16 in a row, and they lose. And I'm watching the game. I'm rooting for the Bucks and or the Broncos. Sorry. I'm like, let's go. Ah, they beat them. Yeah.
That's
And then like
hilarious.
an hour later, I'm like, are you kidding me? I fucking picked the Chiefs. I am the curse of whatever. I can't even get like the most guaranteed thing in the world to happen to me right now. It's horrible.
That's
So I am
awesome.
legitimately going to do the opposite. So I want to just do a quick exercise here for you, Mason. Would you pick? I'm going to pick 3 games here, and we're going to agree on who we think would actually win. And I'm taking the opposite. And if
Okay.
I can't win one of these, I don't know what to do with my life. I literally don't. They have the Packers favored over the Rams right now. Who are you picking?
I'm picking the Rams.
I agree. So I guess I'm taking the Packers, doing the opposite.
Oh
Don't like
God.
that one. um, they have not that one. That one's too close. They have the Patriots over the Commanders by 3 points. Who do you have
At Commanders,
at New England?
I would say New England.
Me too. I figured you got to win that one, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
Belichick
taking
is
the
going to
Commanders.
prove that he deserves to be the coach there.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm going to be here soon. I'm taking the Commanders then. And then the last one is I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the Raiders are favored over the Giants right now, and Daniel Jones is going to play. So who would you pick in that one? Both teams stink. It's at
Ra-
Vegas.
Raiders are favorites though.
1 point.
I say the Giants.
I would too. So I'm taking the Raiders then. And if this opposite thing doesn't work, I swear to God, I just want one to go correctly. Okay. Just
Right.
one.
Like one
And
game.
if I, yeah, just give me one game to cover on the plus money line here because we picked I'm taking the underdog in every fucking game.
So you
If
get
that can't
something
happen,
if you just get one of them.
yeah, I would get something if I got one. Last week in my theoretical betting life, I had Jalen or AJ Brown. He won me some fake money and some other people, Josh Downs, like I won some stuff, but this goddamn podcast were 8 in a row of just losing streak. It's brutal.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, can't
I really hope it
honestly,
works because I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard.
honestly, if you're out there and you don't give a shit, but if you do and you hear me, just literally just do the opposite of my opposite, and you're probably gonna win. Like literally everything I say, just ignore. I'm probably giving out
Right.
great advice, right? Just take it that way. It's
Yeah.
wild.
I should start now.
You should. You should just do like don't even bet, but just keep like a fake tally. Oh, I would have won a
Yeah.
thousand dollars this year betting $10 a game that Cole said, but opposite of what Cole said. I would have won a grand.
That
Like,
might get me into betting.
yeah, Cole, who you picking? Packers. All right, I want the Rams.
Yeah.
that's
Give
that's
it to
all it
me.
would be.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
see. Now I know who to root for this week on games that aren't that good.
Yes. Before you start, we're doing Cowboys, correct?
Uniforms, yeah.
Yes. Before you start, we have to bring up. I thought Seattle's was awesome this week. I
They're old
loved their
schools.
uniforms, their
Yeah.
alternates.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And like theirs and Phillies, like I love what we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
The Oilers uniforms on the Titans were awesome. And I had a discussion with a significant other of mine about the
Mm-hmm.
discussion that we had the other day
Right.
of my feelings of things, and she could not have been so far on your side. It's not even funny.
Let's
I
go,
was like
Paige.
I was like almost getting like verbally abused of how badly she could not understand what I was feeling in the moment. Like she was getting frustrated.
I
And
really wish that we had that heated argument on the pod.
it wasn't heated from me. I wasn't the mad one. That was you.
Yeah. For everyone that we're not gonna like do it now, but
No.
Cole thinks the Houston Texans should be able to wear the Houston Oilers uniforms.
Yeah, I think they should let him wear them.
I agree with the Tennessee Titans being the ones that should be able to wear them because they were the Houston Oilers and they moved to Tennessee and changed their name to the Titans.
I did come up with a compromise with Paige, by the way, which I think this is what they should have done. I think you should have had the Tennessee Titans wear the jerseys when they played the Texans in Houston. That's what they should have done.
That's like a spit in the face to Houston fans, though.
But
It's like, oh,
that's
remember we used to be here and you guys don't now, so screw you. Or
well,
you guys don't get to wear these now, so screw you.
wearing the
We still
jerseys
do.
does that already, does it not? I mean,
It's not as in your face when it's against a team that's
oh, it's not
now
as in your
living
face.
there. Yeah.
So location matters. That's what you're saying.
God, don't even start. Don't even start. I did a quick like, hey, everyone at the tailgate, what do you think? 100% on my side. I told you
Good.
I've never felt more confident in an argument than that one with you because you are pretty smart and you are usually pretty good with that stuff than this argument. I've never felt more confident. So, and I will stick
I
to it.
I feel great about mine, but I did like their uniforms. They were very clean. And did you see that
Oh,
college
yeah.
team that had the same, pretty much the same uniforms?
Yeah.
And the
The
NFL had to say,
NFL's, yeah.
"Butt the fuck out." Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm
I
really
don't,
enjoying this. Like, because did the Dolphins do their retros too?
yeah, they've done those a
Ish.
lot, but they're so similar to their current ones. It's like you don't
Yeah,
really
I couldn't
notice
really
it.
tell,
Yeah.
but I loved. I was like, damn, Seattle looks good. Eagles, I
We
really
love the
enjoy
Kelly
those.
Green. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun. It just
makes
mixes
me
it up.
it makes me want to get their like helmets, like those retro helmets. If I collected all of them, like that would be something I would get. Teams that I
Yeah.
enjoy. Yeah,
That'd be cool.
yeah. I just had to bring
Yeah.
that up.
Couple great uniforms. Um, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, which is bullshit. I know way more people that don't like the Cowboys than people that do. Um, they're annoying. They are entitled, and they. I love that clip of this weatherman, and it's gonna be like a lot, like really hot weather, and he's like, the forecast for next week is just like the Dallas Cowboys peaking in the 90s. So good. That's so funny. Yeah, Cowboys suck. Screw them. Troy Aikman. Emmett Smith was good, but yeah, screw them. Also, just another thing, probably the worst uniforms in the league. Dallas Cowboys.
Is it the colors mainly? Yeah, they're
They are
ass.
so ugly, first of all. And everyone's like, oh, they have, I've seen things where they're that say like they're the best uniforms in the league. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
What color are their pants? Because they're not
It's a
silver.
light blue.
Yeah,
It's a
they're
light
not.
blue. Okay.
It's like aqua.
And that, I mean, I'm so anal about like, these are your colors. You stick to those colors. You can have throwbacks of like other stuff like the Kelly Green Eagles and whatnot, but those were their colors at that time. So their colors are silver, navy blue, like cowboy navy. That's what it's called, and like white. Okay, that's fine. That's a good color scheme. It's
It
bold.
is.
It's strong colors.
If you use silver,
If you use yeah, and these fucking morons, the only navy blue cowboy navy that they have on their uniforms is in their logo on their helmet and the stripe on the helmet. That's it.
they
Their
use a royal, don't they?
jerseys their jerseys are royal because so
Yeah.
what they do is they wear white at home all the time. And I think the tradition is like, yeah, the Cowboys really wanted to like, expand the world of football, and they encouraged like the teams that visited Dallas to wear their colors so people would recognize those teams more and whatever. So they would wear their whites and then let other teams who come play at Dallas wear their colors. Whatever, I don't care. Wear whatever color you want at home or away. But their white jerseys have royal blue stripes and numbers, and then their pants, like maybe if you squint from a distance and you're colorblind, look silver, but they're like light blue, and what are we doing? It looks so bad.
I hate them.
They're gross. When you
I
the
hate
all the
them.
guys sweat and you can see like the big sweat marks in the pants. I'm like, oh my God, it just
I'm
makes
looking
my
at
blood
yours,
boil.
and they are like 1,000 times better when the colors
And
are spot on.
right. And it's like that's what drives me nuts is it's not that hard.
Well, that's what I mean. Like I could have told you just match the blues and match the
Right.
do a silver, and they'd be fine.
This is so simple. They have like navy blue jerseys
Yeah,
and silver
those
pants. They have
those are
silver
nice
pants too.
uniforms. I don't
They
mind
wear like
those.
randomly they'll wear those, and then sometimes they'll wear like a white pant with their
Hmm.
navy blue, which is like okay. I'm not the biggest fan of white pants without a white helmet too, but so okay. Enough of my rant. Sorry. Dallas Cowboys, my uniforms. I have them with the actual navy, and their home uniforms are navy blue, silver stripes with a little white in between too. It's all blue. I think that's really cool with the silver helmets. Pops looks really good. That's their primary home. Secondary home, these are like the ones we just talked about. It's the navy blue jerseys and the actual silver pants. It matches with your silver helmet. That's what it should look like. That looks good to me. It's simple. It passes the eye test. You don't really have to think about it. So those are their two home uniforms. Their away uniforms, the all whites, primary away, all whites with their blue and silver accents, that just pops. It looks really good. You get cool colors like that and they pop off of the all white. So it's crazy how when you use your correct colors, how things can look good. Um, Secondary away, I've got them in white jerseys and blue pants. So you get all three colors with the helmet, jersey, and pant. I feel like we've been liking those a lot on the pod. I think these look great. And then their last ones, their tertiary away, I had to throw them in there because these are the ones that they love. These are the ones that they wear all the time. But these are them with the actual colors. They don't look that bad. I mean, it's just not enough blue in my opinion, but it just doesn't look bad. It's silver, white, and silver.
I like them. Yeah, they're not. It's
It's
not my
nothing crazy.
favorite, but
Yeah.
I think it's leaps
That's
and
just
bounds better than the
right.
actual ones, and it's
Oh my
nuts
God.
for a
It
team
just
that's
drives
like
me nuts.
they're so marketed too. I can't believe that someone hasn't like there someone's definitely said something and he just doesn't give a
Tradition.
fuck. Yeah,
Tradition.
and leans towards
Tradition.
tradition,
Yeah.
or they don't are too scared to say it because they know he's just gonna say tradition.
And they just another reason to hate them. It's like, oh no, we're America's. I can just picture this. We're America's team. We can't change what we look like. No one's gonna recognize us anymore. We have to stay the same because that's just who we are. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I just go, screw you,
I'm sorry,
Jerry
but to
Jones.
me, you recognize the Cowboys because the star.
Right.
Like I don't think of like the teal blue pants or whatever you
Yeah.
like. I literally think of blue and silver star, like the blue with the silver. That's what I think of. So I don't know
Yeah.
why they don't just I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they could. Those are good colors. Silver and navy. That goes really well together. You can make it look really cool.
I
So
agree.
it's funny. I was like, in the words of Kevin Garnett, take this home and burn it. Remember the interview with him and that guy who wore all the crazy suits? Forgot
Yeah.
his name. I think he passed away.
Sideline
He
yeah,
had
he's on
cancer.
TNT. Yeah.
Yeah. He just had the craziest suits. Take this home and burn it.
Burn
The
it.
shoes, the socks, everything, the underwear, burn it. That's what I think about the current cowboy uniforms. Burn it and just do what, like, it's not that hard. So I just had to get these out of the way. It's not as fun or crazy as my other ones, but yeah.
So I'm
Next,
guessing that they're not gonna outdo the Jaguars. Yeah,
no, no.
just figured.
Jaguars are just more fun, but I mean the Cowboys. I again, they don't look bad. They just, it's yeah, it is what it is. Um, Next week we will do the New York Football Giants, the
Yeah,
G-Men.
wow. I wanted the Eagles. I'm looking forward to the Eagles.
I already released the Eagles. You know what they look like.
I know, but I like them.
Yeah, they're good. I'm saving those for last because those are probably my favorite in this division.
Yeah. I just like them. I like the Eagles in general, like their color
This
schemes and
division has
everything.
very like boring um
It's an old division, so
color, yeah, color
yeah.
schemes and like just uniforms and logos. Like Washington is a W, New York is just a lowercase ny, just a simple star. Eagles at least have like a
Bird.
logo, a bird, so they're probably the best. But yeah, we'll do Giants next.
All right. Is that
That's all I
it?
got. That's all I got for you.
Happy Podoline. I tried mixing together.
Happy
Podoline.
Halloween.
Podoline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go trick or treating in that outfit?
No, I scared a couple kids away
Some
though.
scare some people.
I just really hope this comes off. I'd hate to like show up tomorrow and patients be like, "The hell is that?" I just
we
wear a
need
mask all
the
day.
we need the thumbnail to be you with your like look
Yeah.
because yeah, that it needs to be the thumbnail because it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh man.
All
Good
right.
stuff.
Yep. Enjoy the games this
10th
weekend.
our 10th episode.
10 episode anniversary.
Hmm.
Made it
Yeah.
far.
So it should be a fun weekend. So I'm excited to see what happens and recap it next week. So
Go. I'm picking the Packers, right? Fuck. Go
go
Packers, I
Pack Go.
guess. Yeah.
Go
Go
Pack Go.
Celtics. That's my team now.
Yeah, there's a
Bring it on, baby.
it's a long season.
Yeah. All right.
All
Bye. Love ya.
right. Bye. Love ya.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.